Hello all, Dr. Maya Dunna here. I am here to explain, just give the introductory lecture about the limiting reactant. The lab is copper and silver nitrate reaction. Before even looking at the lab, it's a reaction between copper and silver nitrate. The very first part of the lab, they are asking what type of reaction is this. We learn about different types of reaction like combination reactions, decomposition reactions, single replacement, double replacement, oxidation and reduction. Among these, what type of reaction is this? This is the single replacement reaction. That is the very first thing you need to know. So the first part is the asking type of a reaction, and then you need to write the balanced chemical equation. And then part two of this reaction, of this experiment, they are asking make a prediction in what is the limiting reactant. And then the part three, you have to do some calculations and what is the limiting reactions, support the observations. It's like that. Like part two, mostly like getting the measurements. And part three, make a prediction, what is the limiting reactant. If I look at the very first one, very first part is write the balanced chemical equation for this reaction. So I told you it is the reaction of single replacement. I have the whiteboard here. Let me show you how to write the reaction. It is the okay, let me take a pen. Okay, it is the reaction between copper, U plus silver nitrate. Silver nitrate is, how do you write silver nitrate? Silver is Ag. Sorry about my writing. NO3 is nitrate. So then you need to write what are the products of this reaction. So always this copper is solid, silver nitrate is aqueous solution. So this copper goes with nitrate. Remember, so this is how you write silver nitrate. If you think about the stoichiometry, silver is +1. Silver is a cation. The whole nitrate, take another color pen, maybe this one. Whole nitrate thing, this whole thing is an anion. We call this nitrate. You write it like this. No, I don't need this pen. Take this one. Okay, NO3. This is how you write the nitrate. So it's one negative charge. So how do you write your products? It is copper goes with the nitrate and silver released from the reaction. So your reaction would be, your products would be copper nitrate you can't stop copper nitrate in this way because copper is charge is 2 plus. That 2 comes for the nitrate. Put it like that. Copper nitrate. So that nitrate charge is 1, it goes there, and CuNO3 twice plus silver. And then you can stop by writing this because silver is solid. So in this reaction, you get the this is solid, okay, not 5 solid, sorry. So this is at the beginning when you put the copper solid to the silver nitrate, which is a colorless liquid, you get the copper nitrate. Copper is copper 2 plus iron. In water, you will see the solution is a blue color, and then you see the silver solid coming out from the reaction. And then you can stop from there. You have to balance it one copper, you're good. But you have 2 nitrates, you put, in order to balance, you put nitrate here, 2 silver. Now this is balance. The balance reaction also show you something. Always 1 mole of copper react with 2 moles of silver nitrate. 1 mole of copper reacting with 2 moles of silver nitrate. So this is the balanced chemical reaction. If I go to the second question, pick for every statement about copper and silver nitrate for this for every, okay. For 1 mole of copper, the reaction used 2 moles of silver nitrate. Is that right? 1 mole of copper, 2 moles of silver nitrate. For every 1 mole of copper, reaction makes, no, reaction uses actually. 1 mole of copper, reaction, no. 1 mole of copper, no, I would pick this one. I mean, like, you can pick. Just think about it and you can pick the reaction. And then they say there's another one. For every statement of copper and silver, 1 mole of copper, reaction make 2 moles of silver. So you know, you can look at this reaction. 1 mole of copper, it makes 2 moles of silver. I don't want to tell you the answer. You can find. So then they ask, find the molar mass of copper. How do you know? Do you want to memorize? No, you don't. You can have the periodic table in the exam. It's not in my mind. I think it's 63, but periodic table, PDF easy. Okay, and then you go to copper. You see 63.5 is the molar mass of copper. Okay. And then you go down and they ask molar mass of silver nitrate. So it is AgNO3. So how do you find the molar mass of silver nitrate? Let me erase this. Okay. Silver nitrate, molar mass of silver nitrate. With the pen. Okay. So O3. You can find the mass of silver, which is you find the silver, it should be here. Silver is 107.87 plus nitrogen. You find the what is the mass of nitrogen, which is 14, and oxygen, you have 3 oxygens. 1 oxygen is 16 into 3, so you add all 3 numbers, which give you molar mass of silver nitrate. So that's how you find this molar mass of silver nitrate. And then molar mass of silver, similarly 107.86. It's showing in the periodic table. Whenever it asks molar mass of one element, it is easy. And then we go to part 2. In part 2, they ask how much silver nitrate does the reaction start with. So, if you want to find that, how do you do it? You go back, all the way back. Okay, so silver nitrate, because this reaction is between silver and copper. So let's see how much silver nitrate they start with. When you watch the video, you know it starts with 82. So its already mass is, so you have to record. You don't want to confuse with that because it's already starting with, go back a little bit. It's with 82.77. It's when 82.78 is the mass, I think it's 778 is the mass of empty beaker. And then you see at the end, not that far, I think it's like 90. Okay, let's watch here. Yeah, 95.11. That is the mass of silver nitrate, but you have to subtract the mass of beaker, which is the 82.78. You have to subtract. And then you should see how much mass they're going to starting with. And then you go down and you fill this table, mass of a beaker, silver nitrate, and then mass of silver nitrate and beaker. I think it's hydrogen. You fill that. So you load and you fill this table. And then trial 1 to 3, you find the grams of copper added. You fill these tables, and then the last part, they ask you to make a prediction of the limiting reactant. How do you find the limiting reactant? It's important. The limiting reactant is the one, it's everything consumed. So the two reactants are the copper and the silver nitrate. If you don't see any of the copper solid in the medium, copper will be the limiting reactant. If you don't see any silver in the reaction, that would be the silver nitrate would be the limiting reactant. So that's another way you can see how to predict the limiting reactant. And how many grams of the silver produced, you can always get this from the video. And then what was the limiting reactant? One observation, you don't see that product. When you don't see that reactant anymore in the reaction, whichever the reactant finishes faster is the limiting reactant. So that's how you do these questions, and I hope you understand and this video is helpful for you. And good luck. Thank you.